record, winning 4 of its last 5. Can't leave him alone. Dale Ellis.
Oh, they're going right. Bill Cartwright and Dennis Rodman get into it under the basket right away. Double foul, a technical.
Bill Cartwright having a few words at the other end for Don Baden.
Rodman loves to play these mind games to get in your mind, and he's got a technical now, the first one. Now he's got to watch himself, because sometimes he'll throw the ball away, do some things, throw it at the official, and one more.
That's what happened with him in the game back in Detroit. He had got an early technical foul, then got another when he shoved Sean Elliott.
Running the show now. We're tied at 71. Benny Johnson, yes, for 2. And now Rodman and Roberts about to get into it, or Sigma. Sigma and Rodman. No harm, no foul, or no blood, no foul. I'm surprised it's taken this long, to be honest with you. Microwave, instant heat canning that one. There's the action. In a bear hug, Sigma, Rodman. And this is the playoffs that I know. The intensity now is in the game. There you go, yeah. Pistons by 2. Bucks with the ball. Foul, Rodman. His second. Rodman overeager on Roberts. Reaching in, call for that foul. But they are allowing. And this man has played big the whole game. A block. Milwaukee has the ball. Here's shaking. One-on-one. Posting up. Rodman ejected. Pierce heads to the line for 2. And the official came that close to calling it an offensive foul. He cocked the arm, but then the hands went to the hip. I don't know. That's a tough call. I was looking. Rodman was there. Pierce was there. I would have called no harm, no foul.
Shaw offline, but right into Parrish's hands. He is hammered coming up with that shot. And quickly Johnson apologizes. It was an accident underneath. You can take another look here. You could hear it.
The Chief used the hands early to get position, and after that he paid for it.
Here's Dennis Rodman.
Mad Max and Dennis Rodman are similar in their personality. They're very explosive, and they're also very competitive. That's what makes them special players and special to their teams. Without them, there's a big void, and we've seen that with the Spurs, who are 8 and 9 without Dennis Rodman stationed in their attack. There's the illustrated man sitting only where he sits,
far end of the bench.
They feel that those guys are going to be able to play more energized, and the Rockets right now really can't set up their offense. Olajuwon rips the ball away to get a jump.
Olajuwon and Dennis Rodman. And Chucky Brown going to come in off the bench.
Rodman trying to get to that ball and get it away from Olajuwon. Rudy Tomjanovich saying, well, Rodman's back in the game. They're going to get Chucky Brown in. If you take a look at isolation, you see Chucky Brown is just face guarding, and his job is to keep him off the glass. Chucky Brown said, what? Dennis does that all the time.
Chuck Person wide open and comes up short. Avery Johnson, no, whistle blows. And Chucky Brown and Dennis Rodman go face to face.
Rudy, when you talk about Dennis Rodman, he's got a live body, but notice now everybody is caved in. He somehow will manage to get in inside position, get his hands on the ball, and put it back up. And that's what you really have to try to control. If you're going to contain him, get him out of bounds. If that means, because he will come back into you. We got a technical foul. I think it's being charged to Rodman, or a flagrant foul.
So Brown goes to the line to shoot 2. Chucky Brown, a poor free throw shooter, just 58% from the line. And his teammates now trying to calm Dennis Rodman down. Brown missed them both.
With Rodman, you know, he's a battler. He's going to do whatever it takes to try to get position, and that arm comes up and into the face of Chucky Brown. Rodman gets to stay. That's why Rudy Tomjanovich was signaling locker room for Rodman. Terrific read, and the reason it happens, no pressure on the passer. Rodman was anticipating Williams going out, right over the top. Brian Williams off to a real good start.
Rodman battling Williams for the position, and he got called for the foul and just got hit with a technical. So Rodman gets the personal and the technical.
Now, hook up. Now, Rodman is one of those players that, you know, is not afraid to get his body on someone. If this is a technical, this is a cheap one right there. You know, and I know that because it's Dennis Rodman, but at least earn a technical.
Well, he got called for the personal on the positioning and then called for the technical for slapping the ball down. 41-35 Nuggets.
He's taking his 5 down on the box. Rodman, who has a habit of taking off his shoes during the break, says his feet hurt.
Yeah, mine too.
Why that strategy works. Rodney Rogers tried to throw it down.
Mutombo got fouled. And a bit of a face-off between Mutombo and Dennis Rodman.
Rodney Rogers thought he had the first one. David Robinson got a piece of the ball, and Mutombo gets it back. Then Rodman's underneath and just gets tangled up right there, and then doesn't let go.
Now Mutombo has been putting in some extra practice time with free throws. He spent half an hour.
They have a most controversial figure, as you saw on Showtime, in Dennis Rodman. His value to the team is reflected in the record that they have when he plays. They are 30-7. Now, Dennis Rodman, his leave of absence early on in the year, as well as his suspensions. Upon his return, David Robinson showed his leadership skills. He told us about his conversation with Dennis.
I remember a conversation I had with Dennis earlier, and I just told him, I said, look, if you want to retire, retire, you know, because we don't need this stuff. If you want to go with us, we're going to go in one direction. We're going to go try to win a championship. And that means you're going to have to cooperate with us. And he's done that. And we've been real proud of the way that he has come along with the team. And now you can see the confidence that he has in this team, the confidence that he has in the players, and it's starting to form a strong base.
And Rodman wants to win a championship. He knows what it's like. He's got a couple from Detroit, and I think that he believes that this team now believes in him. He has been a dominant force in a way that no other player in the NBA has become. He refuses to lose. He has become a terrorizing rebounder. He's putting up numbers now that bring back the names of Chamberlain and Russell.
Rodman writing a message on the towel. As a plea for Lucas, play me please. The Spurs are in first place. Dennis Rodman did not play. He missed the flight and arrived at Houston late.
Back at the Great Western Forum, Dennis Rodman did not see action at all in the first half. Moments ago, Jim Gray had a chance to ask Spurs head coach Bob Hill about it.
Okay, thank you very much, Greg. Bob Hill joins us. Bob, can you tell us about the decision not to play Dennis Rodman?
Well, I mean, it's been the same thing we've done all year long. It's just the same consistent discipline that we've had, and every time we do it, the team responds. So the one thing that I want to make clear is we didn't put him on the bench because we lost the last game. I mean, that's ridiculous for anyone to think that. We did it you know, against L.A., Terry and JR, they have to guard. Those two guys can score. So, you know, it's better spacing on the floor. We're ahead in the rebounding. We're up in the rebounding, and we're scoring more points. So there's some truth to that part of the reason we didn't play him also.
And he is available should you need him?
Absolutely.
Okay, yeah. Bob. Good luck in the second half. All right, Greg, back out to you.
All right, Jim, so there is Dennis Rodman, and meanwhile, the Spurs have out-rebounded the Lakers 24-20, and Terry Cummings, who has started in place of Dennis Rodman, has grabbed 5 of those.
Terry Cummings,
Dennis Rodman, a spectator.
They have made 1 field goal here in the third quarter of play.
J.R. Reed.
You'd say Reed is huge.
Dennis Rodman, his actions Friday night, reducing him to the role of spectator today. David Robinson, we asked him if the Rodman situation's a major distraction for his team.
It's crazy. You know, we're all here trying to win a championship, and we've got to be together. I mean, it's a distraction. You know, Dennis is just one of those kind of players where you never really know what's on his mind. You never know what he's thinking. But as a team, you know, we've got to stick together. You lose together and you win together. You know, when we lose and where everybody else is sitting in that huddle and he's sitting out on the side, you know, that's a bad sign for everybody.
Well, Dennis Rodman did tell Jim Gray before the game today that whether he played or not, he thought the Spurs would come up victorious this afternoon.
Bob Hill taking a gamble.
Shooting less than 70%. And that the Spurs survived. And let's go to Jim Gray, who's standing by with David Robinson at the Great Western Forum. And there is Dennis Rodman. His latest tiff with head coach Bob Hill, and Spurs management has him on the bench today. And Bob Hill says he will not play unless it is absolutely necessary. And what Greg Popovich told us before the game today, Steve, is that this comes as no surprise to anyone, not to Dennis Rodman, not to management, and not to the team.
Since it's been an ongoing series of events throughout the course of the regular season, they have rules for Dennis. Dennis knows what they're supposed to be. What's most important for the Spurs is the team chemistry. They feel that that's what's going to get them a team championship, everybody being on the same page. And they got off to the kind of start that said, Dennis, we can win it without you.
Meanwhile, the Los Angeles Lakers having... There's Dennis Rodman, whose words and actions in the midst of a Game 3 loss on Friday night spurred his benching today. Bob Hill had this to say about the whole situation.
You know, this team, although it's got enormous amount of character, we have handled those situations as a team well. He doesn't always handle that well, and I don't have any other choice. You know, if we lose, we lose. You know, but I'm not going to lose the team in the process of one guy that doesn't want to join the huddle because he thinks his teammates aren't performing at a level that they need to be performing at.
And once again, what Greg Popovich, the San Antonio general manager, told us is that these are rules which have been laid out all season long, and it comes as no surprise to anyone on the squad that this has happened.
And that's probably the reason that they have responded. It's been an ongoing situation. They won their first 5 ball games. They lose 1. They get a negative reaction from Dennis Rodman. They sit him down. They feel he can help them win the championship, but they think they got enough to win it without.
Ellis with 12. Anderson with a will draw the foul from Rodman. And how about that? Rodman making sure that Will's all right.
It's all a mind game. There it is. He leaves his man. He goes up and gets him across the wrist. And Reed leaves the game. And
from the corner for 3. Willie Anderson, no. Jordan rebound. Foul by Morning. Michael Jordan is everywhere right now. Everywhere. Even telling Dennis Rodman to relax. Loose ball foul on Alonzo Mourning, his 4th. You can see it here, just trying to basically throw Luke Longley out of the way and then going over Michael Jordan's back. But 4 fouls at this point in the game is not that big of a deal.